3, 2, 1.
Yo, what's up? It's Audio Assassins, my theory.
Hey, Advocate Music.
Out Music.
Knock Steady.
Chilling right here in Whittier, California. ARNP.
In the fucking place.
Yeah, about to head up to the studio. Go check out Assassin for Hire EP.
Check it out, man. It was
Must
crazy.
be comfortable shoes. I bet you could walk all day in shoes like that and not feel a thing. I wish I had shoes like that. Mom always said there's an awful lot you can tell about a person by their shoes. Where they going? Where they been? I've worn lots of shoes. I bet if I think about it real hard, I could remember my first pair of shoes.
Yeah. I was born into this world with no sneaks. Didn't know I would have to stomp this concrete. So mama put some cushion on them. She said, get your walking kick pushing on them. Don't let nobody step on them. They were Payless brand name, but that didn't matter. They were more impressed by my baby face than my shoe game. Then school came, some shell to a
Yo, check it out, man. I'll start. Ozell, original shit. My cousin came out with the whole thing. He came over one time. We were tagging crew back in the day, Audio Assassins, and just fucking Aerosol Addicts represent this homie right here. So my cousin just came over like some original shit, and Ozell sounded dope. But back in the day, it was like O-Z-E-L.
Yeah, it was out here.
Then I moved it to I, like Raw. So Audio Assassins, you know what I'm saying? So Ozell stuck on the original.
I've always just wanted to have my name. Like,
OG Tracks.
yeah, I used to go by tracks. I used to go by tracks, but I always wanted like my name, like I'm like my real name to be my rap name and shit. Cause like I just feel like that's just like easier for me. You know, like Mike, keep it real as much as I can. You know, everybody says, oh, keep it real. So Mike, and then like, but my last name is kind of whack. Like that shit don't sound cool. Like Mike, work the like I'm on stage. Like that doesn't sound cool. You know? So like. So I was in a moment where I was just thinking of my name, and then my sister comes one day like, you should use theory, cause like that's like my whole persona is like when I make music is like, is the thought process behind everything, you know? There's always a thought process behind like what I do. Every move I make is strategic. So like there's a method behind the madness. Like that's how like I come with my name, and so in the Mike theory it just kind of like rings, but like that still like represents who I am. The thought process behind the shit, and then my real name, so Mike theory.
Yeah, I mean,
I go by many names: Calvin, Caps, Advocate. You know what I mean?
Young Lower.
Free lower.
Shout out my nigga Fingers, you know what I'm saying?
But I always grew up into hip hop. Always wanted to represent hip hop. And growing up, life got a little harder. I had to grow up fast, and I knew I started to value life a little more. So I knew I had to stand for something that matters. I had to make a mark some way, and I've always been about hip hop. And a person who represents something is an advocate. So I'm hip hop's advocate.
I've gone by fucking billion names and shit. Shout out to fucking Rhyme. Shout out to our nigga KO. My boys are here and shit, like straight up, like, you know what I mean? I give it up to them because they Marines and shit. So, you know what I mean? That's when I say in my raps and shit, Audio Assassins the only crew with the real Marines. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like fucking some real shit.
Hey, shout out First Anglican.
You know what I mean?
Straight up. That's my old unit.
All of us had many names and shit, but we still keep it the same, man. Audio Assassins.
Then school came, some shell to Adidas, cause I learned how to break 6th grade
I
out.
grew up off of like old school shit, like fucking rock shit, you know what I mean? Like Nirvana and things like that. With my homie Jared, shout out to Jada Best, putting me up on game on Red Hot Chili Peppers and all that crazy shit. And then I just moved to hip hop and Bone Thugs, started smoking weed, chilling with the fam. You know what I'm saying? And Twista, fucking all that crazy shit, you know, just that weed music and. But always everything, you know, my mom bumping Mariah Carey and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the mom, Fugees, Lauryn Hill.
Spanish music.
I mean, there's so much shout outs, you know what I'm saying? There's so much music that influenced me. That's once again original Ozell.
I basically grew up off like same thing like rock music. I listened to a lot of Green Day growing up. Like Rage Against the Machine was like real big influence.
Yeah.
I remember like my Uncle Shorty, rest in peace. I used to like chill in his room and he would be like playing a lot of like John Lennon, the Beatles. And we used to get down on the piano and I would just be hanging out. I was like young dude, I was like probably 10, 11. And that's kind of like what influenced me on music, because he'd be like, what do you want to play? And like I remember just chilling there, I'm like, I wanted to be a DJ. And I was like, all right. He gave me like his old Beatle vinyl. He's like, go ahead and scratch it. And I was like 10, 11 years old, I just be like scratching the shit out of it, not even making sense.
That's right.
But like that's just like, you mean, just like from him, that's kind of like opened my music, like being able just to experience and like try new things. And like he's my uncle, you know, so like he just gave me the opportunity to be able to like just do what you want to do. Like music is music.
Shit, that's what's up. That's what's up. Nah, for me, I'ma just start naming names.
Like
Metallica, Sublime, fucking Bob Marley, Tupac, Eazy-E, Notorious B.I.G., Tech 9, Micah 9, Project Blow, Visionaries, Living Legends, you know what I mean? I listened to it all growing up. My mom played Spanish music, just to merengue, all that, mariachi. Like, I just love music. I knew I was gonna be involved in it since growing up, but if I had a straight growing up influence, it was like Pac, because my pops used to bump it when I was a youngster. He was mostly like a rock head. He'd be on like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and I was listening to it too. And when he would throw the radio on back in those days, it was like 90s, and Pac would come on, and I remember singing all the fucking words to Hail Mary, you know? Like, that was an influence. But yeah, that's my background.
Pac, one of the sickest. Pac sick.
Yeah, mostly like, you know what I'm saying? Just like really, I'm originally from Mexico, so like growing up, my parents were 70s babies, so you know what I mean? We had a lot of like freaking disco, Bee Gees, but then on my other side, like they had rock music, all 70s, the 80s, the Doors, all that, like, you know what I mean? Like mostly influenced me, but like honestly, like all that rock, it was cool to me, but it was never just like a snare and a fucking drum, a bass kick, you know what I'm saying? It was just like hip hop to me. As soon as I heard like Rapper's Delight, it was a rap. It was just like that's how
It's crazy
head.
how
I'm an old head like that. Like all my boys, you know what I'm saying? We little old heads, but
little old heads.
we little old heads because we ain't that high.
So, remember when I copped those Kobe's back in 6th grade, bro? Looking like some space shoes, had to upgrade.
Yeah.
The idea of audio
Shit, man, it's like raw emotions, man. We audio, we assassin. I feel like we the Raiders of the shit. You know what I mean? Oakland Raiders, man.
You got
excluding these guys, these
Charger fan.
excluding these lost souls. You know what I mean?
Southern California.
It's Raiders, baby. So that's how I feel. I feel like we're just aggressive, but like we also bring like different shit. Like my boy, like you know what I mean? Party music, get high, some shit to think about. Like
I think
you know
Assassins is just straight just audio assassins. We just killing shit. Any music, anything. It's audio. We fuck it up, whether it be hip hop, rock shit. We try to adjust to different styles and different venues, you know? I go back and study my shit all the time. Like I sit back and listen, and I gotta hear that shit for a week or two and go back and fucking change it up and change this, because I'm trying to like get my craft up.
It's what it really is. Like knowing
The lifestyle.
knowing the measures behind, like I don't know, I take that shit serious. Like I know like what key you're in. Like when you're making a beat, like if you're in key E, key F, that's just like, I mean, that's about the music. That's really about the music. Like knowing what you're doing, and you're not just out there you're not just rapping just to rap. Like there's the message. There's also like the structure of the song, the structure of your voice, like when you're rapping to the beat, like that's like.
But we
And
grew
you
up
always
as
try to-
artists though, like you know what I mean? Because when we started doing this shit, it was more on that freestyle, like raw shit, like you know what I mean? Like our real base of how we started was like graffiti. You know what I mean? So back in the day, it was just about
B-boy.
getting up, going and getting
Everything.
up everywhere. So the music and shit was, you know, and progressively is more focusing on topics that, you know what I mean, touch people today, but like, you know what I mean, really though, we're on some like freestyle, fucking some free soul type of shit, you know?
Yeah, they ask me a lot of times why I still do my thing. I can't leave it, it's my life, whether it brings pain.
Man, like, well, I also produce, so shout out to the fucking Acid Rain, you know what I'm saying? Ganja and fucking and Beyond, you know what I'm saying? I'm all high, don't trip. I know the homies name. MC Destruct, you know what I mean? I worked with him, and you know what I'm saying, had the pleasure to work with other artists like, you know what I mean, Killer Swift from Philadelphia, like Z Riddler, you know what I'm saying? He's in the Philadelphia Cap, but he's California for the Rough Riders, like shit like that. So you know, I touched around with, you know what I mean, with a gang of heads, but you know what I mean? We all had collabs with everybody, low key, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, definitely.
Always been rapping, always been making music, but when I only started recording 2 years ago. I've always collabed with, my boys right here. My brother that's locked up, pretty accurate. My boy Namek, I grew up with him with school. We got a track together, and he produces. Shout out Namek for Chamber Records. My boy Dance from Easy Life. My boy Assault. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Shout out. Shit. First of all, I got to shout out to the family, Audio Assassins, because that's who I first fuck with. You know what I mean? And then everybody else, like Destruct, EQ. Shout out to EQ for the engineering shit.
Yeah.
I mean, my boy Killing in LA. Who else? Gonna be fucking with High Fly pretty soon. Hopefully, try to get up on some shit.
Yeah.
I got fucking, of course, this boy Advocate. We coming out with some shit. Mike Derick, we mixing up the fucking Assassins for Hire. Shit, what else we doing? Illiterate. Shout out to Illiterate, to Anthem, to everybody coming out July 27th, to Hacienda Heights.
yeah,
To the Lights Out event.
Done a lot of shit with like Respiration Crew.
yeah.
The 562, so that's like a lot of heads. I work with like Cloud Makers, Pieces.
Shout out to King Jess.
Jazz.
What's up, my boy?
What up?
I mean, there's a lot of cats.
It's like
in
a lot
LA,
of local
LA
shit,
Underground.
like
you know?
LA, you know what I mean? Mostly like it's a mix of that, but we would love to collab with like, you know what I mean, the world, like, you know what I mean, as we progress into more albums and shit like that, but we have love for the whole.
And everyone
LA
we
scene.
name, we fucks with.
Don't last. Yeah, so how cold can it get when you ain't got nothing left?
Official project was like maybe the Better Late Than Never.
Better late than never.
With like Laugh of Death. Laugh of Death, we had a song, me and Knox, that shit got featured in.
Shout out to Mud Collective out there in London, out there in East London, you know what I'm saying? Like, they hooked us up and shit like that, so shout out to them.
Yeah, that shit was on their Halloween like mixtape out there in London. But I think that I guess that project right there, I guess would be like probably one of my favorites, because that's like my official first one as an artist in general, like my first official project. And we put that together. We had a couple dope tracks on there. We pushed that one a lot. That one actually opened a lot of doors for us. Those songs in general, like just performing, meeting. That's how we met, like EQ and Strut, through all those fools. And then the 133 album was our first album, and that was mixed and mastered by EQ at the Ashtray at LA. And we got our first video as a group. The Streets was off that one.
Yeah.
And then our next project we're coming out with is called Assassin for Hire, and that's what's currently getting mixed right now. And we just shot the album cover for it.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
That shit was fun.
that shit was fun too, yeah.
That shit was fun. If I got G'd up, got jazzed up, got the whips out there.
Yeah.
Everybody was feeling good, smoking, chilling. Assassins.
What's your favorite song though? Like out of like
How the hire?
no, off 133, the album.
133.
For
Besides Street Life?
yeah. Dope shit.
Dope shit. Why did I say dope shit? I think my verse is hard as fuck on that verse. Check out the 133, dope shit. Track number probably 8 or something. That shit is hot. I think personally. I think the whole 133 is hot. I think we did pretty good on that one. It was real. It was natural, and it was what it was at the time.
Because really though, like this new albums we're working
Real
on,
deep.
it's like different producers and stuff. But like
Yeah.
133, Better Late Than Never was like in-house. You know what I'm saying? It was like you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Jay Bless. Shout out to myself. You know what I mean? Like
Careless.
and my homie Careless. You know what I'm saying? What up, Careless and shit? We did some dope tracks. One of my favorite tracks was actually with me and Spit Savage. It's called Fake Friends.
No, Jaws of Death.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jaws of Death, my bad. The homie Careless produced that track. So
That was a dope track.
Really dope track.
That track's actually on my South Storage album. You know, mixtape. Check it out. Coming out currently with my second album. Just trying to get something going. I'm just making collab tracks. You know what I mean, with different artists, myself. And I just feel like eventually, if one of them's gonna do it, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just put that project on something, make that album, put that project on something, make that album. You know, just keep on working. So shout out to everybody doing the music.
Talking on the future project though, you can look out for San Gabriel Valley City to City Cypher. We're gonna have episodes of that from every city in San Gabriel Valley. We're gonna bring out the MCs. I'm giving them a chance to come out and spit their bars, presented to you by Advocate Music. So look out for that. Shooting a couple videos, and just the Assassins for Hire. You can check me out on that shit too.
You know, maybe this hard living composes the thoughts within. The spark isms that slow like.
Assassins for Hire is our next project. I guess basically the concept for Assassin's Fire was, you know, it's like I like to watch like, you know, like Taken and what's that shit called?
Hitman and
The
shit.
Hitman and yeah, and what's that one dude drives the Audi? Transporter. Like that's kind of like how I look at it, like Transporter and shit. And like I feel like we're gonna take it. The next project's like the next level. So Assassin's for Hire, we're like
killing tracks professionally.
Yeah, like you know, okay.
Assassins for hire.
The only way, like, okay, you have a hobby, then you have like your career, and then what separates the two is like getting paid for what you're doing and shit, you know. So I feel like that's our next level. That's what I'm doing right now. Me personally, that's like me. Like I opened up the studio. We're taking it to the next level. It's about the business now. It's not just about freestyling inside the garage all night. And like who has the dopest verse. It's about like making music that's gonna eventually like touch people and they want to buy that. And then that's how we're living, you know, like. So that's Assassin's for Hire. We're ready. Like we're ready to get hired. And
is it a job or a profession?
Yeah, and that's kind of like the concept behind that. Like we're done fucking around and let's make this shit happen. And we got like it's an 8-track EP. And it's getting mixed right now, but shout out to my homie Bear, Emmanuel.
Shout out to the little homegirl. Shout out to album cover.
Oh yeah, the homegirl.
Rebecca, a.k.a. Bacon.
Bacon.
You got that.
Everybody has bacon.
So that's pretty much what it is. Assassin's Fire. We got a new first single coming out. It's All Cities. That should be out within the next like week or so. And just look at that. Just look out for that. That's pretty much the concept of it.
What up, kicking it? Baby set the blunt, triple hitting it. Fuck it out through in the.
My shit's simple.
I still love drum and bass. Drum and bass, jungle shit. All my junglers know what's up. Drum and bass and jungle.
I don't know if it's like a different genre, but it's like a side remix of hip hop. Is like battles and shit. Like you know what I mean, mostly start to the acapella battles and then start fucking with grind times. Shout out to Matt Ills. Putting me on Just One out there in fucking New York upstate. So we started doing that shit on my end, you know what I mean? Like but I always collab with my boys, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody like, you know, does their own thing sometimes, but like that's like one of the genres I start fucking with most heavily, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, shout out to Crispy, we had the Unified Elements shit going on with my boys right here. You know, we had like, you know, we had the pretty much start putting up our own shit, and shout out to fucking Crooked Eye and you know, Curtis King. Shit, we had other cats like, you know what I mean, that we put up on like ourselves, you know what I mean, we do the show. So, you know what I mean, but big ups to like everybody really doing it right now. You know what I mean, shout out to I Suppose and the whole RYC you know, tour that they got going. My boy's on that shit, so you know, definitely got to peep out Mike Derry, because you know what I mean, he's on that Request Your City with that boy Fora.
I know. I like.
What was the question again?
Different genres.
Different genres. I'm an R&B guy. I like that art. I like shit like it's gonna make me relax and shit. You know, like R&B. I'm down with some R&B.
Niggas, he knows about it.
That shit puts me on. You know, like relax, like makes me meditate and shit. Like I like to like think.
Prince.
I shout out to Prince. I went to go see that for live. I'm down with all that. I'm down with Prince. I'm down with like
Coldplay. You know, they're pretty man. Like
I know Rage Against the Machine, like rock music. I still listen to rock. I still listen to like R&B. I still listen to rock. I still listen to like disco.
Hey, reggae.
I mean,
Definitely reggae.
I currently just go with the punches. You know, whatever new music comes out, new feeling that brings. Like currently, I'm going with like that Schoolboy Q shit and bringing the hip hop shit back. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar, fucking with Kendrick Lamar right now. And hip hop and music and your lifestyle just go through different stages. You know, sometimes you're at the club, fucking just rocking it out, and sometimes like hip hop's always the art, but currently I'm fucking with that.
Never been like, we really never
some grimy,
been
like some badass bass, and you know, people want to have fun and shit.
We don't fuck with like a lot of techno and a lot of dance shit that goes in there. Like we never really like junglist, you know what I'm saying, old school junglist and shit, fucking audiotistic. We still go fucking bananas and shit, fucking climbing speakers and shit. But that's it, man. I don't fuck with that.
Son, now where you at? I'm in the middle of a whirlwind, a clever rap, knocking at the Stargate.
Shout out to marijuana.
Shout out to marijuana for influencing 99.9%
of this interview.
Our albums, our fucking life.
Still here,
Shout out to
baby.
my people, you know, everybody that's checking the shit. My boy Knoeital behind the scenes, you know what I mean? Like, he's definitely, I've known this cat for a minute. Johnny Rhymes, you know what I mean? Like, dudes, you know, always progressing, and that's what's up, you know? So shout out to all the movement, I suppose, and the whole camp. My boy Mike Derick, because he's really focused right now on putting out some dope shit. So we're right, like 100% behind that right now. You know, my boy, you know, Advocate Music, you know what I'm saying? You know, future shit we're gonna do, Ozell, you know what I mean? Like, we're definitely ready for that, the classics. So, you know, that's what's up, man. Audio samples.
Shit. First and foremost, shout out my daughter Joanna. After that, family, friends, and everybody who I served with. Shit. Oh, big ups to Rebecca Herrera and Danny Herrera for doing the shoot. My boy played in Body Bag. Shit. Everybody out there that is out there for the movement and trying to put something into the culture and not just fucking watching it go to waste and shit. Those people.
See what's up. First and foremost, shout out Audio Assassins. FMF Entertainment.
Say that again.
Stumble
that one.
Say it again. Say it again.
First and foremost, Audio Assassins. Audio Assassins. That's it. FMF Entertainment. Shout out John Anthony. Dub City. What else? These are like Cloud Makers, Greenhouse Projects. That's like Jobs of Death. What else? So just down with the movement. The Crester City tour, I suppose.
Yeah, man. Oh, shout out to you know what I'm saying? Fucking Rhyme Time. The West Coast band coordinator.
Hold on.
Doubt me.
Oh,
Shout out to Curtis King.
This one just jumped in like that.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to give a shout out to my music family, my real family, my blood family, hip hop family, everybody who come out to the shows and support the whole thing. We appreciate that shit. You know, shout out to my little girl Ariel, little Sean, baby right here, my brother Paul, everybody in the house. You know what I'm saying? We living this shit for real, hip hop shit.
One more. Free Accurate, free Lower.
Free Lower.
Shout out to my boy Mora.
That's what it is.
Free my homie Jefe, all the Munozes.
You know Pepe.
Fuck that, homie Feds. What's up, P-Town?
Yeah, he Rock Studio. Check it out, July 27, 2013. All the homies up in the house. Audio Assassins.
It's deeper than
And even Pepe.
No, I don't know no Pepe. Homie. Shout out to my homie, big homie Jefe. I'll see you soon, dog. Fuck the Feds. No, but final thought is, you know what I mean? This is my family, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Final thought. Advocate Music with a K, not a C, .bandcamp.com. Look me up, Advocate Music on Facebook, Calvin Ocon, Instagram, Real Advocate Music. Yeah, keep it hip hop.
AudioAssassins.bandcamp.com, Facebook.com/Audio Assassins, Mike Theory CA, everything, Twitter, Facebook, Mike Theory CA. Buy the album.
Yeah.
Assassins for, that's what we're here for, you know? Assassins for Hire coming out end of August. So just buy the album. That's
Final thought, fucking Audio Assassins crew, bandcamp.com, Ozell Music, all the hip hop shit that we've been doing, fucking 133 and everything, you know what I'm saying? Niggas high as hell right now.
Google us,
YouTube us, check it out.
Yo, let's give a shout out to ARNP Management, good looking out, Audio Assassins,
Hit 'em up,
Assassins
man.
for Hire, check it out.
Advocate Music.
Audio Assassins, stay up.
Knock Steady. Shout out to fucking RP. You know what I mean? The homie Knoeital, Johnny Rhymes putting us down. Hit him up. Y'all trying to get on this shit.
Peace.
I'm all made it, let's go. Jumped on this bus, man, it's time to hit the show. The war is over,
so the plan's a little different. The plan switched up, but I'm still burning this mic. Assassins on the front line, destroying your lives. If I need to call a crew, man, I'm calling respiration to bring you back to life, so we leave you in desperation. Never lost or amazed from the skills of our trade. But you gotta understand, we're still trying to get paid to make it look like fools, so keep going.